If you're anything like me, sales tax is daunting, difficult, and confusing. That's why I'm making this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to file and how to pay your Illinois state sales tax. We're going to do everything using the online portal, My Tax Illinois, and I'm going to walk through every step of the way with you. Buckle up, let's get this done. So you finally started your own business. Invest for the long term, and I'll show you exactly how. Be good to future you. All right, first things first, let's head over to the My Tax Illinois portal so you can see exactly what it looks like. This is what pops up when you log in. I'm here in my login. You can see I've been working on my returns. I did my July one, it's processed. I have my June, it's being pending. I owe $20. And now we're gonna work on May. So in order to get to this field, you'll show up here at home. But we can't just start filing our return right away. First, we have to figure out where we owe the taxes, because every state is broken down by county and then by city. So if you sell something into the city of Chicago and it's in a certain county, you have to pay taxes based on where your item was sold. Now, we have an e-commerce company, we sell nationwide, and so any state or county or place that we trigger a nexus in, we have to remit and pay sales tax. A nexus is anytime you sell, how do I want to put this? An economic nexus is any time that you trigger a certain event, either by selling a lot of product or by selling a lot of value worth of product. So either $200,000 or more, or 200 transactions or more. I believe that's what it's at. Basically, we've triggered a nexus in Illinois, so we need to start paying the taxes. So first we have to figure out exactly where all of our transactions happen so that we can figure out how much tax we owe. We don't want to put in the big numbers, otherwise we'll owe too much. So that's where I use something like TaxJar. So TaxJar, if you look up here, I'm going to go to my dashboard and show you how I got to this field. TaxJar pulls all your reporting from all your different channels. For example, Amazon, eBay, PayPal, Shopify. It will pull all the data in and tell you exactly how much tax you owe in what areas, because different cities charge different taxes and it starts to get really confusing. So let's just click on Illinois and keep it simple this time. Now in Illinois, we're gonna go over to May. Yep, that's what we're working on. And we're gonna go to our expected sales tax due. You can see here that we sold $646 worth of inventory or product into Illinois. Each one of the sales are recorded, and the total sales go into each respective geographic area. For example, we have the city of Pana in Christian County. We sold $40 worth of merchandise there. Their tax rate is 7.25%, so that's what I should have collected, and that's what I owe. Me, I was an idiot and didn't collect the sales tax ahead of time, and so now it's coming out of my pocket because it's the government's money, not mine. Anyways, we'll save that for another day. You can see here that we have Cook County. This is sold into the unincorporated area of Illinois, just the county. And so all the totals of merchandise sold was $40, so 9% tax rate. So this right here, TaxJar tells you where you owe the tax. This is very important because it's hard to fill out your filing if you don't know where you owe taxes. So once you log into My Tax Illinois and create an account, you'll have something that looks like this. The first thing that we have to do is click on ST1. Sales tax 1 is what it kind of stands for in my mind. But before we can just start filing our returns, we have to maintain our locations. So if you're an e-commerce company like mine, you'll want to add a changing location, because we don't sell from Illinois, we sell into Illinois. Now, if you are someone that's selling from Illinois and you need to pay sales tax, you want to add a permanent site, and that's where you'll put your address. But me, I don't have an address in Illinois. I have an address in Utah where our warehouse is. So I need to add changing location sites because I sell into changing locations. All these locations change depending on where I sell into. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. This is mainly geared towards e-commerce, but you can still learn quite a lot if you have a brick and mortar store. So first things first, we need to find Pana, the city. I know it's a city because it doesn't say county afterwards. So we're looking for Pana in Christian County. We're going to click the checkbox to enable it. And then we're going to click our start date. And this is when we triggered an economic nexus. It's going to be at the beginning of the year. And then I put in my DBA, scorch marker, which is the DBA for my business that's filing sales tax. And we're done. Now we move down to Homewood. Type Homewood in. Boom. Select the date that we triggered a nexus in. Remember, a nexus is anytime you sell a volume or a dollar amount. You can find out if you've triggered an economic nexus by using something like TaxJar. You hit dashboard and it will tell you where you have triggered an economic nexus. It does that calculation for you. So this one's only Cook County. So we're gonna go over here and type in Cook. Let's see, counties. Cook. Okay, so these are all in Cook County. So we're looking for Cook County with an ending number of R00. So maybe we can do that. We're looking for Cook County. We'll see if we can find it. Whoops. COOK. I don't know why it's not here. That's really weird. We sold $40 into it, so I kind of want to find it and make sure it is legit. But I don't see a Cook County on here. So when in doubt, you erase, you hit enter, it refreshes, and then you go alphabetical. So let's get into the C's and check over here. Because I could be a mistake in TaxJar's reporting. It could be a mistake on this website. We don't know, but we're gonna look for it. COO. Okay, there's no city named Cook. And that's what's cool is you can use the codes to help look it up as well. Like for example, we got a code right here. Let's copy paste it. No code showing up. No code is showing up. Okay, what can you do? Shit happens, we're skipping it. Let's go to Wheaton. And then I'll reduce my entire amount owed by $40 because that jurisdiction doesn't exist. So what you got to do with sales tax, you just kind of got to make it work. Remember, for every single one, you have to put in your business and the date that you triggered a nexus. All right, let's go down to lease, YSLE, boom, start date, DBA. I'm going to do this for all of these counties. West Chicago, boom. And we're going to finish up the entire thing. Then, once we're finished, we can put in the amount of sales tax that we owe on the other page. So I'm going to speed this up really quick. You can watch me blur through this, and then we'll rejoin here once I finish this up. Okay, once we're done submitting all of the new changing location sites for our filing, we hit submit. Okay, they're basically submitting it to add new locations to your tax filing. And then we click on, now we're back in our account, remember, home. We click on ST1 for our sales tax filings. And then we go over here to our June filing, see it's overdue, hit file, return. And now we're at the fun part. This is our ST1. So basically there's two big things. The total number here has to equal the total for all of these when you add them up. We'll get into those in a minute. So basically we're looking here at 646. But remember, we had a $20 deficit here or $40 because we couldn't find Cook County. So we're gonna have to subtract $40 at the end, and I'll show you what that means. And so basically, line 2, step 2, number 1, it has to be the total of everything on your ST2. ST2 is the form that you use to fill out the sales tax for each individual county for this particular filing. You'll see that there's a lot of counties listed here, but not all of them. And that's because I had to add each one of these individual ones for my filings in August, my filings in July, my filings in June. And now we added our filings for May, our changing locations. So now we have to find each one of these locations and put in the proper receipts, right? So here we go. Let's type in PANA. I'll show you how it's done. You PANA, you click on the location code, you put in your general merchandise total, which is 40. Okay. And you don't hit submit or save. you just hit ST2 and you go back and you'll see that it's still there. 40, Pana. Even if you erase this and hit filter, if you scroll down to Pana, you'll see it saved the data. Okay, now we're gonna go to Homewood and we're gonna start doing the same thing. Here we go, we got Homewood. We're gonna put in $35. We're gonna press SD2 to go back. We're gonna do it again. Remember, we lost Cook. See, there's no Cook in here. Oh, there's already Cook County because we're already in there. That's why it didn't exist, because we already had it going. Okay, cool. So we don't have to subtract for the deficit of $40. We found Cook County. So let's go ahead and put in the 40. Wow, learned something new on this video, guys. That's pretty cool. Wheaton. There, 75. Boom. Go back to ST2. Oh, how you say this name? Liesel? It's hard. Okay, West Chicago, I can do that. Chicago? Oh no, did we skip West Chicago? Alright, we gotta go back. So we gotta save it. Alright, this is good. We're gonna finish it later. We're gonna go back to our ST1 account. We're gonna go to maintain locations. Add changing locations. West. Gotta do West Chicago. See if West Chicago pops up here. Maybe West City. 022. No, that's 028. Maybe it's county. Man, see, this is a problem. I don't know exactly which one it is, so let's just double check and make sure it's not down at the bottom. Westville, Wood River, West Side. Okay, it's not there. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to apply our deficit to West Chicago. That's so weird. Why can't I find it? All right, that's okay. We're gonna go back to our filing. Right? File return. We're gonna edit our request, and that's how you get back to it. Then we're gonna go to ST2, and we're gonna check down here. I don't see West Chicago anywhere, so we're gonna skip it. Remember, $20 deficit. Let's go move on to Franklin. Here's Franklin County. Looks like we got 35. We're gonna go back. Oh. BRO. Broughton. So we got 30. We're gonna go back. Then we got Henry County, that is. And that's 35. Boom. We're gonna go back. Elgin. Kane, perfect. That's gonna be 19. We put in 19. ST2, we go back. Okay, now where are we at? Streeter. Go in there. It's hard to accomplish all of this stuff without knowing exactly what to do. It took me a while to learn it. But hopefully this video helps. I'm gonna fast forward all this so you can see what we do at the very end. All right. So I'm done entering in all the different transactions. So two things. West Chicago, right here, I could not find in the locations or in this, which was really weird. So they're not getting paid for it because their system's fucked up, maybe. I don't know, but I tried, gave it as much effort as I could. And then Peoria County, we couldn't find it. And so that's 80 plus 20, that's $100 we need to subtract from our ST1 to make it make sense. So see how it's red? Watch this. 546. Now it's gray because it matches. Everything works. So if we go over to our ST2, that's the total combined to our ST1. You can see it takes 546, multiplies it by the rate, and we have a total of $43 in sales tax owed, which is just under the 51 that TaxJar says that we owe. and that's because we weren't able to remit sales tax and file for Peoria as well as West Chicago. I'll look into those by calling the Illinois, My Tax Illinois. They're really helpful. If you ever have any questions and you click on form instructions, it will take you to a page like this, and there's a phone number here that you can call. 217-785-3707. They're very helpful. Press 5 to speak to a representative, and they'll be able to answer your questions. If you don't want to talk to anybody, you can read through this form, and it will tell you how to file your taxes for sales tax there. But it's a little dry, and sometimes it's really easy to talk to somebody. So now that it's done, we're going to go over here, and we are going to hit submit. They require a password to submit any return, and we hit OK. And so what I like to do is proceed to payment, a bank account. All right, and so we have all of our debit details for my LLC and then my DBA. You have to type in the amount to verify, and then you hit submit. You want to make sure it's an ST1 payment, and while you're doing this, you can set it up to your bank. Like that's what I did, so it doesn't charge me anything, and I can pay small amounts. Okay, I'm gonna click we paid it, click printable confirmation. I'm gonna hit print, save as a PDF, and this is going to be May. I think this one's gonna be May, June, yeah. May 2021, Illinois. I'll save a copy of that receipt. I go back, I hit OK, and now we're done. We can view the request, we can withdraw it, we can edit it or print it, but either way, our ST1, our sales tax 1 return is submitted for My Tax Illinois. I know that process might seem daunting. It did to me at first, and holy cow, it took me a couple days to learn it. But now that I've learned it, now that I've talked to My Tax Illinois online, and they've helped shed some light on some things, I felt comfortable making a video and passing all this along to you. If you like learning from me and you want to learn more, check out Vanator.com. I have a complete business school where I teach people everything from the very beginning all the way through up to S-corps. For example, if you're a business owner that has an idea but you just don't know where to start, this business school is perfect for you. It's going to help you get the ideas out of your head into a business plan. It's going to show you how to form the LLC, how to get an EIN, where to open up a bank account, how to file your taxes, how to take advantage of tax strategies, my top 5 tax write-offs, and how to build up your business so that you can eventually become taxed as an S-corp, saving you a ton of money in taxes. This is what I do, this is what I teach, and if you're interested in learning more from me, please check out Vanator.com or click on any of the links below. You'll find everything you need, both free and paid. I hope to see you on the other side, and I hope this video helped. Have a great day and be good to future you.